Hey guys, what's up?
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. We're super excited.
This is our first Christmas special.
Yes.
So we're super pumped to release this out.
And like wearing these sweaters, which is super fun.
Yeah.
And our fun little hats.
This is as far down as I can get down my hat. So it doesn't really fit because I have a giant head. Just a giant eggnog.
It still looks nice.
No, thanks.
Christmas is a really special time for us and our family, but maybe not for the reasons that you might think.
Today we're going to be talking about our family traditions, what Christmas means to us, and what Christmas is now versus back in the day, and how we are trying to bring Christmas from the olden days to the now.
Not only is this a fun Christmas special, but we also have an exciting announcement to make. And then we also have a very fun giveaway. So you'll definitely want to stick around for that.
Hey guys, if you haven't done it yet, please like and subscribe and comment on the video. It really helps with our algorithm and really boosts our confidence.
Okay, so to start off this fun video, we are going to be talking about what it was like for Tom and I as young children and like the traditions maybe that we had set in our families at such a young age. The main traditions that I do recall when we were young is that we would have to wait until like a certain amount of time, like I think it was around like 9 a.m. before we could actually start opening presents. We would always open up on Christmas Day, and we were allowed to get into our stockings though.
Ooh,
so
you guys
as soon
stockings?
as,
Man, that's awesome.
As soon as we got up, we would go into our stockings, and then that would kind of like keep us entertained until our parents actually got up, because they got really sick of us waking them up super early so we could open gifts. So yeah, we had to wait till like 9 a.m. I think another tradition was that we could have pajamas on like Christmas Eve. I think we could always open up one present on Christmas Eve, and then it usually ended up being fun pajamas.
Cool. Now, what was Christmas like leading up to it? Like, were you ever just like, oh man, this is so exciting? Like, did your parents like hype it up? Like, you remember that was like?
I honestly don't remember.
Okay.
I don't remember. What I do remember is always trying to search for the gifts that my parents bought. So we would always scout the house and try to find the presents.
And when did your parents start decorating trees and stuff like that in the house?
That's a good question. I don't recall exact dates, but I do think that we would always decorate the tree like together. And then I remember things kind of like tempered off of that. And I remember I kind of like lost sight of Christmas for a little bit, or not like lost sight, but like I remember not having the Christmas vibes for a bit, because I remember like decorating the tree by myself one year because like things were going on in the family that just weren't super great. So yeah, I was decorating the tree by myself and I was like, this sucks. So yeah, those are kind of like the snippets of Christmas that I remember as a child.
Right. I see. Okay. Yeah, I guess back to my Christmas that I barely had.
Yeah.
So yeah, my Christmas was so plain and simple, really. Like, our parents didn't even have a Christmas tree. We would have like kind of like a fake tree like this. And it was like, I remember you can plug it in and it lights up. So we had Christmas lights. I remember that. But there was nothing leading up to Christmas. It was basically like, you buy all your stuff, you wrap it up, you kind of put it in a certain spot. And then I can only open stuff on Christmas Day, I remember. And my best Christmas present I ever received was the Spider-Man special edition Lego set that I got. And I played that for like so many years after I received it. And it was just such a great present for me.
That's awesome. So what age did you actually start doing this Christmas? Because you didn't do that in China, did you?
No, there was no Christmas in China at that time yet. I would say, I think as soon as I moved with my stepdad, Christmas kind of began then. So when I was 11 or 12, we just had, like a little Christmas celebration here and there. We would do a massive dinner. That was it. Yeah, it was more... New Year's was more fun in our family, I would say, because like we would all get together and then we would just like do those pop thingies that you buy, and then like there's toys on the inside. And
I remember we would have these fun like nativity scenes, and like my mom was really into like, she's still into like those like fancy houses and things like that, but we always had those as well. And I do remember my mom and I often did like puzzles together around Christmas time. So yeah, we would always set up like these fun scenes like by the by the fireplaces.
Okay.
We would always set up the scenes by the fireplace, which was always really fun. But yeah, like I said, my memory is pretty sporadic when it comes to things like this. Yeah, just kind of sporadic because of the timing of things and like my memory and whatnot.
So do you have a favorite Christmas?
I'll talk about my favorite present that I also received.
Okay, yeah.
I received a awesome present from PV Mart. That's where my parents got it from. If anyone knows PV Mart, I don't, I don't know.
Yeah, this is like a Canada
But
thing,
it was,
like...
no, it was like this really awesome horse stable set. And like, it was just the best gift. Like, I just loved it so, so much.
Yeah.
And that's one gift that I do really, 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 really remember.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because I feel like I barely had Christmas and your Christmas was, I don't know, how would you even describe your Christmas? I feel like we both barely had Christmas.
Well, I don't want to say that because like I know we did things all the time.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I can't fully remember like the feeling of it or like building up to it. That's just something that's kind of left my memory for some reason.
Yeah, for some strange reason.
And again, I want to say that my parents kind of like split up around that time because like I said, I kind of decorated the tree by myself. And so like things were like really shifted around Christmas time. So I kind of like strayed away from Christmas for quite a while. And I just didn't have the same feeling of it back then.
Yeah.
As I do now. I love Christmas now.
I guess like, like why is Christmas so important to you?
I mean, I wouldn't say it's important to me per se. I would say that it's like something that I really cherish now in the sense that, well, I guess that's kind of important. But like, I don't know, like the word important to me just sounds like different than just like enjoying festivities.
All the holidays that we have in a year, how does Christmas rank to you?
I would say like Christmas is my number one.
Okay, so.
Yeah, okay. So Christmas is my number one holiday because it's like the month of December is just so festive everywhere, right? I love seeing all the Christmas lights that everyone does. I love going to like different houses and seeing all that. We have this really amazing house in our city that they just go all out for Christmas. And it's like an attraction where people go and like walk around just to see this house. And I don't know, that to me just sets a mood. Hot chocolate sets the mood. I just feel like it's a beautiful time to spend with your family and like connect. And not only with your family, but with like other people and like friends and everything. So that's why it's so great for me because
so family oriented.
It's very family oriented and I've been that way my whole life. I love family and whether they like it or not, I always push us together.
Yes.
Yeah, to me, it's just very special to have such a festive vibe. And I don't think you get that in any other holiday per se.
True. It's such a vibe that is like so different than like any other holidays.
Yeah. And like you also get like a Thanksgiving with Christmas, right? Because you get a fancy meal too. Like I love Thanksgiving, but like you can have that with Christmas. And I think that's cool.
And it's like in the cold season, so everything's all cozy. And like you said, the hot chocolates and
just the lights, the music, like
the music,
the vibe with the Christmas lights and
it's
like you have a fireplace and
it's like a different world that you live in during Christmas time. Eh? It's like just completely different.
Yeah, it is. And it makes you feel different in my mind.
It's more jolly.
Like you just have no other reason but to be happy. Like just to be around everything else.
The excitement, the happiness. It's such a great holiday.
So that's what it means to me. So
nice. Good.
Like that's why it's important to me, I guess.
Nice. Perfect.
Because it just brings me closer to lots of things. And so what would your answer be? Why is Christmas so important? Or is it important to you? Like what's your favorite holiday?
Yeah, I would say Christmas is definitely my favorite too, is because it's like all the holidays wrapped into one. You know, like you get the sweets like you get with Easter. You get the turkey like you would do with Thanksgiving. And then it's just like it's just like great time to be giving and to remember those who are your friends, your family, and like, hey, I'm thinking about you. I got this for you. And so it's just a great way to think of everybody.
And something really important too, like with Tom and I's traditions, we do not start celebrating Christmas until after Remembrance Day. And that is very important to us. We think it's kind of a forgotten thing for a lot of people. And we just don't like that. We really value Remembrance Day and the fact that we usually listen to the same sort of like video every year. And then we always do a moment of silence.
Yes.
And that to us is very, very important. And then after that, it's free reigns. Christmas.
We don't set decorations. We don't set anything Christmas related. And we just spent the whole day kind of like remembering the veterans. We're very big on veteran people. And
we really value what they actually did for us and our country, you know, like,
yeah, seriously.
And like, how can you repay somebody for that?
Yeah, that sacrifice their life so that you can have a Christmas. It's quite beautiful.
Yeah, that's kind of forgotten in a lot of ways. And
we don't want to forget it.
Yeah.
With our kids, we don't ever want them to forget what the veterans did for us.
Yeah, like they fought for our freedom. So
yeah,
let's not lose it. Okay, so now let's talk about I mean, we obviously kind of have an idea of what Christmas is like today, but let's talk about what it was like in 1970s?
Yeah, I feel
Before?
like, yeah, back in the day where consumerism really wasn't all that crazy compared to now, I feel like back in the day, Christmas was more on kind of building on the homemade stuff. It wasn't like, hey, I'm going to go out, I'm going to get this crazy gift, and I'm going to go in debt for all of Christmas just so I can give to all my friends and family. But no, Christmas back in the day, it was more about handcraft stuff. It was more about baked cookies. It was decorating a tree. Back in the day, the lighting of the tree of the ceremony was very big back in the day as well. And so I feel like we definitely lost a lot of those traditions along the way. Whereas now it's like, okay, how can I just buy the gifts and go in debt with my credit card just so I can like feel what this Christmas vibe is all about.
Well, and also not even the vibe, but like an obligation. I feel like it's become a huge obligation that you have to get somebody something, and it has to be good.
Yeah, it's like it can't be a $20 thing anymore. It's like if you care about somebody, it's like it gotta be, I don't know, the budget's not like, let's say $50, but with so many people, it adds up.
Yeah, 100%.
Right?
So like with me and my family, when I got older, like I was telling you, like we had to buy something for everybody, and like you had a $50 budget, and it's like, well, I have a family of this many people, so I'm spending like over $300 when I'm like 18, 19.
Yeah,
and like I can't afford that stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
But like you have that pressure and that obligation, and then like when you don't get the perfect gift, then it's just like, I know I'm gonna get something that I don't want, and then they're just gonna sit there and waste, you wasting money and time, and it's a whole thing.
I feel like Christmas back in the day is just a lot more simpler.
And also very community based, right?
Very community based. You go to church. You know what I mean? You do many church services during that time. And it's just like, yeah, you just bake cookies, you decorate a tree, you maybe watch a few movies here and there. Yeah, it was a lot more like at home. Like you do things at home. You don't just go out and go shopping and like do all this stuff.
Exactly.
So I definitely miss those days. And decoration, people spend so much money on decoration nowadays just to like take that one picture for the one time in a year.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I do love getting presents. Like, I'm not going to say that I don't enjoy that. And I love taking pictures of people's houses and like going to people's really festive houses.
Yeah.
So again, I'm not going to say that I don't like that. However, I do not like to have to go into debt to do these things. I think that is a little ridiculous.
And the thing is, buying presents is one thing, but like you got to make sure the person actually likes it and uses it.
The pressure, it's huge.
The pressure and like, I don't know, just with the wasting of the money. Like, is this person actually going to use this?
And then if you don't get that person something, then it's just like a whole thing.
Yeah.
Like that you don't care about them anymore.
All right. So Christmas now, I guess we kind of talked about it. Christmas now is very much like just social media.
Consumer based.
Consumer based. Okay. So now let's move on to our little family.
Yeah. So with that, let's do a quick little announcement. So we are actually expecting baby number 3.
Yay!
So I think Christmas for us is like, it's building into something even more special because like we have this growing family. And I don't know. Yeah. Like I'm very excited for this year, even though the baby's not going to be born during Christmas, obviously. Yeah. It just makes me more excited as the years go.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It's just going to be a lot more helping little hands.
And this year we actually decorated the tree with our kids.
Oh my gosh.
And it was so dang cute. We have a kids tree. Okay.
Yeah. So it could be us.
Free reigns for them.
Free range.
Like,
you can put it wherever you want.
Yeah. Downstairs in the basement.
Exactly.
Oh,
and you know what? The kids have so much fun.
They
especially little Peanuts.
Yeah, she did. Yeah. I mean, a little lady's too small, but she was handing the ornaments over. So that was really cute. But yeah, it was just like a fun vibe. So yeah, I guess let's talk about our traditions. Like what?
Yeah. So our tradition, we want to start a week before Christmas Day. And we want to lead up to it. And some of our Christmas tradition is that we bake goods. And with the baked goods, we package it up and then we deliver to all our, friends and family. And we really enjoy doing that because, oh man, just the surprise that they have on their face when we go visit them, and the appreciation, all that stuff is just so great.
Yeah, we really found that like the pressure again of like trying to get something for everybody, and like if you didn't get it for a certain friend but something for somebody else, like then it just became too much. So we were like, what can we do that shows that we care about them, that's not just a card, like. So yeah, we decided that, like, I think we're on year 4 now.
Yep.
year 4 of us actually doing this tradition.
Yeah.
And it's been a lot of fun, and we really enjoy doing it. We have like this massive baking day.
Yeah.
And we packaged everything up, and we have lists of everybody that we deliver it to. And then we go drive, deliver it to people's houses, and like just seeing their faces.
Oh, so great.
And just getting to chat with them a little bit.
I know.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun. Just wishing them Merry Christmas, like, in person kind of thing. And I don't know, this year's gonna be interesting because every year we kind of like stepped up in our like cookie, like how many cookies we make. So I wonder if this year we're gonna like top like the most cookies we've ever made.
I think we did like over 150.
I think last year we were at 200 cookies.
Right, we were at 200. So
yeah, so that's
so we'll see. But
that's one of the days.
Another night is we do fun board game night, and which will be really fun when our kids get a little bit older, because then they're actually going to be able to do that. Otherwise, it's just Tom and I kind of doing it right now. So board games and building gingerbread houses. We usually do that with friends as well. So we get like a bunch of people together. And then we also do like a movie night, and then we usually have like hot chocolate with that. And then another night on Christmas Eve, we usually go to my family's, because that was a tradition that we had built up in our later years, is that we would always open our gifts up on Christmas Eve. And so we kind of do that now still, where we will bring our whole family over and we'll do like gift opening there with them. And we do something like that on that day.
And then one of the nights too, we would kind of drive out and we would check all the Christmas lights that people have.
Yeah.
So that's a
for
special night too, because the kids love it.
Yeah.
We like it too.
That's true. And like, I feel like we would really love to do a caroling thing.
Oh my gosh, that'd be awesome.
But we've never actually implemented that.
Caroling is so old school, but like, man, we need to bring that back.
Yeah, because that was another thing that they did back in the day. They just like loved getting together and singing and doing this and that.
Yep.
But I was just saying, I'm like, it's so awkward now, isn't it? Like you go to someone's house and just sing for them. I don't know.
Hallelujah.
Yeah. Tom made a good point was that like it would be cool to have a neighborhood kind of like get together.
Yes.
And then people could sing if they wanted to, and you could go watch if you wanted to as well. So I think that would be a lot better of a vibe rather than just going door to door. Yeah,
I think it'd be so cool if like the whole community just gather around like in the park, and they would just all stand in the middle and we just crowd around them with the candle lights and hot chocolates.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
But yeah, these are definitely traditions that Tom and I kind of have built a little bit over the years, and now it's getting more exciting as like our girls are, getting bigger and like our family keeps growing.
Yeah.
So we're definitely looking forward to that. And then we also, Tom and I, we've kind of skipped it a few years, but we also really like doing a Harry Potter marathon.
Man. Yeah, we got to start that one of these years.
Yeah, we've had a few years where we haven't been able to do it just because we don't have the time. But when our girls or our kids get older, for sure, we really want to start doing that or like continue doing that because we just are huge Harry Potter fans.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, that'll be so awesome. Just like, I don't know, but there's 7, 8 of them now? Is there 7?
I think there's 7.
7?
For huge Harry Potter fans, we should know how many movies there are. I'm pretty sure there's...
Isn't it part 1 and part 2 of Deadly Hallow?
Yeah, you're right.
So there's 8 of them.
Maybe there's 8?
Yeah, so like, we have to start way before and then just do like one every few days.
Yeah, for sure. Like that's a starting in December kind of commitment.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyways, that's also something that we do like to do and hope to do in the future.
For sure. So what would you want our kids to remember Christmas as?
I think that we've kind of touched a little bit on the fact that it's very family-based, and you had mentioned it's very giving. And I think that's the main takeaway is we want our kids to understand that it's not about receiving, but it's about giving to others. And yeah, just getting together with your family. Like that, what's better than that, honestly?
Oh, yeah, so true, eh?
And just like sharing in like fun Christmas stories and like, I don't know, getting snuggled up by the fire or like watching a cute movie. And I don't know, like there's nothing better than that to me.
Yeah, because a big part of my Christmas was like, again, like the family all coming over and we're just like all around the dinner table. It's all crazy. Everyone's chatting, we're all wearing hats. And then, I feel like the gathering and the excitement of just family coming over.
That's what it was back in the day, and that's what it should be now. And again, like I said, I'm not going to lie and say I don't like the presents aspect
presents.
of it.
As a kid,
like,
who
doesn't love presents? Who doesn't love receiving presents? But I think the idea of the extravagancy of the presents nowadays, I think that can go. Honestly, I would love handmade gifts. Like, if people would continue to do that, that would be amazing. But yeah, lots of people just aren't crafty anymore and they can't build things and that's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely what I want our kids to know is that it's about
giving.
Yeah, it's about giving instead.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we really want our kids to learn about all of this. Okay, now let's do something fun and find out what our favorite and not so favorite movies are for Christmas.
I don't think you guys are gonna like
What's
hearing
yours?
this one.
Yeah. Tom, tell us your favorite, or tell us the movie that you disliked the most.
Yeah, so I like most Christmas movies, but the one that I highly dislike and I just don't care to watch at all is How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I know.
But which one? Which
all
one?
Of them. I don't care for any
Even
of
the
them.
one with Jim Carrey?
No, don't care. I just think it's such a stupid character and I just don't like the whole plot of things. Like, I just don't get it. Really? Like,
Yeah, well, what do you mean you don't get it? He was like, you know, an outsider and no one took him in and no one cared about him. So he didn't have the heart. And it wasn't really about Christmas. It was the fact that everyone was very family and he didn't have that.
right. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I just think the character just looks dumb. I just don't like it. It just never got to me. I just don't care for the character for some reason.
That's fair. And I think there's like 3 or 4 Grinch movies now. I think my favorite one, of course, is the live action with Jim Carrey.
Oh, okay.
The other ones are kind of like whatever, but yeah, that's kind of shocking.
Yeah, like I just, every time it's on, I just, my mind just goes somewhere else. I just don't care. What's your favorite?
My favorite? I have so many. You know this. I would say, okay, can I give like a top like 3?
Sure.
Okay, so obviously The Holiday is one of my favorites. I just love that movie so much. I'll Be Home for Christmas is another great one. And my third favorite...
Home Alone. Home Alone.
No,
I love Home Alone.
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus, yes.
With Tim Allen.
That's a really
classic.
Classic.
So those would be my top 3, and I will probably watch them multiple times this year. So.
Yeah. Yes, you will. It's not a joke.
Yeah.
She will.
I'm on like Christmas movie like number 6
She's already watching it.
And it's not even December
it's
yet.
It's
already
mid-November. She's already watching a bunch of stuff. So
I'm really into it this year, okay?
Yeah.
Anyways, okay, so let's jump into another fun thing of our giveaway.
Yes.
Tell them what you can win, Tom.
All right, guys. All right, so I'm going to open up. Well, I'm going to show you guys these. So we have custom-made raw parenting t-shirts that we're going to give away. So comes in various sizes, and I'm going to open it up. And this is what you could win. Here's a raw parenting t-shirt.
Yay!
This could be yours. It's so nice, isn't it? Don't you just love our logo on the t-shirts? Anyways, to enter this contest, all you have to do is go into our newsletter, which we'll post right here, and sign up for a newsletter. And on January 1st of 2025, we're going to announce the winner, and we're going to text you or send you an email, and then we'll figure out how to ship it to you.
Probably won't text because you're probably not going to give us your phone.
Yeah, we'll probably just fax it to you. So.
Fax it on a dinosaur, why don't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Any Office fans. Anyways, yeah, so we're super excited for our very first giveaway. Thank you so much for everybody that has been supporting us through this amazing journey that we've been on. And we hope that you enjoy it. Okay, I can't.
Love us wine fans.
See you guys. See you guys in the new year.
See you next time.